In today's episode, I am going to share my finished Jaunty Shawl, a couple current whips, a new cast-on, a thrift flip, I cannot say that, thrift flip sewing project, and some upcoming yarn adventures, and my desire to learn to spin that has been halted, sadly. Okay. Hi friends, welcome back to the Cozy Edit with Laura. If you're new here, I'm Laura, a cozy Florida knitter who refuses to let a tropical climate interfere with my love affair with wool. Spin that has been halted, sadly. Okay, so I have notes because I tried this without them and it is terrible. So bear with me if I look down. So my first object, and I'm not wearing it because it is in fact Florida and it's going to be 90 degrees outside today. A little toasty for a shawl. Okay, so this is my Jaunty Shawl by Andrea Mowry, and it is knit up. Oh, is that going to mess up my mic? Maybe. It is knit up in Miss Babs yarn, Yowza. It is, okay, hold on, that's where this comes in. The Yowza is 100% superwash merino wool, and the color is Mellow Apricot. And if I stand up, you can see close the stitch pattern. You can see the cool color changes in this. It was absolutely a delight to knit. I cannot even describe how much fun this half fisherman's rib pattern is. It's completely addictive. Once you get started with it, I swear, it was just, oh, honey, I'll be at bed in like 5 minutes. It's fine. I'll be right there. No, just one more row. Just let me finish my row. Yeah, it was just a disaster because I could not stop knitting it. I cannot wait to cast a new one on. I've already been checking out yarns, eyeing them. Anyway, this is actually part of a knit along. It is called the Jaunty Along, and it is hosted by the people from Daedalus and Andrea Mowry. So check that out if you're interested. And question for you, have you knit the Jaunty Shawl? I mean, let me untangle it here so you can see how gorgeous this is. I used a skein that was 500 yards of DK, so it came out to be, it is absolutely stunning, isn't it? I picture this at work with like a white top, maybe a light green top, you know, some white capri pants. I mean, how gorgeous is this? It's just the perfect little accessory, even in Florida, because I can use it in the AC. Hello, AC, it gets a little chilly. So let me know in the comments, have you jauntied along yet? Show me yours. I'm dying to see other versions. I'm so addicted to this knit. Okay. All right. So speaking of work, while I'm getting out this next one, I got to tell you, this story is insane. So a couple weeks ago, I was at work and my shoe actually completely fell apart. Like, we're talking, the sole came off. I will put a picture so you can see how insane it is. Like, I had coworkers, we were hunting for office supplies just to literally hold my shoe together. I had tape, I had glue. The glue did absolutely nothing, by the way. If your shoe is falling apart, office glue, no help. The best help was a rubber band that we put around it, but it was massively uncomfortable. So a coworker lent me her shoes. The biggest problem was she was a 6 and I'm a 6.5. So it felt, well, I had like a little blister by the end of the day, but I mean, still, she saved me and I didn't have to wear around my floppy shoe with the sole coming off. So this is my Hope top, and it's by Gudrun Feel. I will put it in, I'll put a link for you. It is a definitely Florida knit. If you're looking for a spring summer top, this is the perfect thing. So it has this sweet, check this out. It's got adorable cabling here. And then this is raw silk. So it's by Knitting for Olive. This is their raw silk, and the colorway is Cardamom. I'm actually just to the part now where I'm in stocking knit, so it is on a size 3 needle. Don't judge, I don't have stoppers on it. So it's teeny tiny, and my little friend's charm, can you read it? It's so stinking cute. It says, I'll be there for you. It's just a nice little reminder as I'm knitting along. Okay, anyways, this is the yarn. It is a neutral for sure. It's kind of like what they call grayish. So it's kind of a beige gray color, and a light gorgeous brown taupe. I don't know. It's a great neutral for me. It is actually part of my colors. I can't wait to wear this. Oh, I am knitting a size 3. I wanted to make sure that the top doesn't come down too low because I do plan on wearing it to work. So anyway, it is, let me see. Let me check my notes and make sure I tell you all the things. Yeah, so my one note says this is the kind of knit. So yeah, this is a kind of knit that is perfect for Florida weather. I'm gonna do, I think, my top 5 knits for Florida or spring, summer. You know, that works for up north too. But this one definitely, even up north, I mean, in the winter you could wear this like as a cami under a cardigan. It is just, it's so stunning. And this silk, it's different than you would expect raw silk to be. It's, you know, you remember those silk shirts from the 90s and it was like got a sheen, but they were kind of like a soft too. That's kind of how this is. I don't know if you can tell in the light, the little bit of sheen that goes along with it. It's just so gorgeous. I can't wait to wear her. Maybe in the next episode, I will have her on. Okay, sorry. So I also did a couple of swatches. My other whip, I'll show you in a minute. But okay, so I did these 2 swatches. I went to the, oh, that's, okay. I've gone off my rails here, guys. This is terrible. Okay, so my first swatch is this yarn. Oh, I had them tipped for a reason so you wouldn't see the creepy like alien light thing. So this yarn is pure cotton. It's 100% Pima cotton, and it says it's a DK weight, but it's a little, it's on the thinner side in my opinion. I would say it's more like a worsted. So this is the yarn that I picked. This is by Tropical Yarnie. Her colorway is called Nymph Fairy, and it is a super light pink, and the cotton has a definitely awesome sheen to it. So I knit up this swatch. Here she is, because I am a super tight knitter, and I really have had daydreams of the Tori Yu Skyline Tee, especially in this cotton. I mean, what a perfect colorway for Florida. It's like a light cotton, a beautiful Skyline Tee. Yeah. Anyway, so that pattern happens to be, unfortunately, a fingering weight yarn. But because I'm a tight knitter and this yarn is a little bit thinner than DK, I don't know if I can show you. This is, of course, do I have a DK here? I do. Let me see if I can show you up close what I mean. So here's my DK. This is Miss Babs. What is this? Miss Babs Killington in Coastal Fig. So here's that, and this is a DK. And then this is the swatch. See if I can hold it up so you can see. See how it's just a little, it's like just a little bit thinner. Okay, so my hope was the fact that this was thinner and I'm a tighter knitter, I would still be able to use it for the Skyline Tee. So I hit up ChatGPT thinking I would have to do some math to adjust, you know, to account for it being larger. But the swatch that I knit up, and I went ahead and blocked it. That's why she looks so good, because trust me, my swatches never look this tidy. I hit gauge, like on the first try. So I'm going to go ahead and I started her. Let me show you where I'm at so far. Oh, also, my size 3 needles are on my Hope top. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and while I was there, I picked up a size 3. I figured that I will finish that one and I can put this on those needles when I'm done. So for right now, I'm just using these because I have no patience. Okay, anyway, this is the yarn kicked up. And right now I am on the shoulder pieces. So this is my left shoulder piece. She's done and ready. And then this is my right shoulder piece. It says to knit up about 6 inches. So I'm about halfway there with this one. You can kind of see the pattern. It shows up a little bit. It shows up better on the side of the shoulder. So I'm super excited about that. Oh, this cotton, I think it says it's 210 yards. 218 yards. That was close. It's 4 ply, 218 yards. I have 3 of these that I got at the, oh, it should say here, Sunkissed Fiber Festival. So it was the first annual Sunkissed Fiber Festival here in Florida, and we had an amazing turnout. Super excited. I made friends with a Tropical Yarnie, and I fell in love with her yarn. So you may see behind me, actually right here is where I stuck the other one. So I have another one is an organic stretchy. So I plan on using that with something that has negative ease. Anyway, so that is my Skyline Tee. anyway, I'm super excited to get that one going. Of course, seems like a bit of a mess. I'm using the needles for another project. It's the wrong weight yarn, a whole 9 yards, but come on. I mean, I can do this. Of course I can. Okay, so my other swatch is right here. And this yarn, I've got to find the tag for. I also got it at the Fiber Festival. And it is the softest, squishiest, most amazing yarn I've ever felt. It doesn't have a smell, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, it is camel. Yeah, camel. Literally the softest yarn I've ever felt. It is fingering weight. It is, I want to say 1,000 yards. Anyway, I was thinking maybe another Hope top with this. It's definitely a true fingering weight. So I thought I'd do a little swatch and just see where I was gauge-wise. And I went ahead and blocked it too. And let me tell you, blocked, this is even softer. I don't know if you can kind of see, it's almost like it's got a mohair, can you see it? The mohair haze just slightly on there. It is so soft. I cannot wait to make this up into a shirt. I mean, the colors are beautiful and tropical. It's so perfect. Anyway, it is camel, and I got it at the festival, but I lost the little tag. I have it. I set it aside for this podcast, and I don't know where I put it. So I can't tell you what she is, but that's sitting here for my next whip once I'm done with, well, those two. So I try and do a project that is tiny needles, and then also one that's on a little bit chunkier needles. That way, if the chunkier needles, my hands get tired, or when I'm doing little needles, I, for some reason, push with my thumb, and I end up with a little bit of cramping right up in here because I push so hard on the needle. So I try and do both. That way I can mix it up. Don't give myself, fatigue. Okay, let's go to my next thing. So the next thing is going to be my paused whip. Let me get her. She's right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, my back. Okay, so she's right here. This bag my mom made for me. I keep trying to get her to sell bags, but she hasn't yet. So guys, in the comments, if you think that my mom should sell her bags, comment below Debbie's bags with a heart. Because I think she should sell them. They're amazing. I keep telling her she is such a good seamstress. She gives me seam envy. Is that how you say that? Seam envy? Anyway, okay. So my paused whip. So this is My Favorite Things knitwear. Cardigan number 10. And I've already split for sleeves. My yarn is La Bien-Aimée in the La Bien-Aimée Confetti, and my colorway is peach. It's not a peach in person though. This reads more of a rose. And then again, my adventures with yarn that I fall in love with that are not the gauge for the patterns that I fall in love with. This yarn is a DK weight, and the pattern is Aran weight, and so I am holding it double with Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair in the colorway Ballerina. Here she is. So why is this paused, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. I need to order some yarn, and I keep looking at yarn because when I want to order yarn, I want to order like literally all of the yarn on all of the planet. So I keep waiting, and I need to just order it. This yarn, anyway, the peach, I picked up at Rhinebeck. It was at, which one did I go to? Where was this at? This was at Brooklyn Fiber Company, and I want to say it was during Indian Tangled. And anyway, it's gorgeous. It's this chunky wool, and it is recycled. So let me see if I can read it to you. She is a super soft custom dyed mix of 18.5 micron fine merino and Shetland wool, 250 yards. It is 50% micron merino, 30% Shetland, and 20% recycled La Bien-Aimée threads. So they pick up the recycled threads are my Tweety bits, and I'm in love with her. It is amazing. I actually bought a whole sweater quantity of this for my daughter also, and she loves this pattern that I'm using. So I think I'm going to be casting on a second one straight away. Her colorway is brown. I'll have to pull it out so I can show you later. Anyway, so this sweater, it has a whole, okay, so the yarn, the Ballerina from Knitting from Olive, it was actually, so I cast on a pressed flower shawl. I was like halfway through it. and it was literally a study engage. It was a hot mess, to be honest with you. It looks like I didn't know what I was doing. Didn't know what I was doing. It was a total disaster. And I ended up ripping it back. And I was super careful about how I ripped it back. And this is actually all recovered mohair from that disaster that is in this project. And I've just run out. I thought I had another whole skein of this, but I can't find it. I was super excited because I found this one. This one is in Dusty Rose. But then when I pulled it out and got it close, there's no way this isn't even, I mean, come on, that's wildly different. I couldn't do that. So yeah, I have to order. And I think when I order, I'm gonna try and get I wanna get some roving so I can try it. I wanna try spinning so bad. I have the biggest spinning envy. Okay, anyway, I'll tell you about that in a minute. All right, so my favorite thing is knitwear. This is a cardigan. I've already split for sleeves. It is amazing. She is size 3 again, but I knit smaller, so this is more like a size 2. It's meant to be positive ease. It's meant to be a nice, chunky, cozy cardigan. I'm thinking perfect for work and also when I go up north. Okay. You know what's kind of crazy? You know what's crazy though? Being a Florida knitter, knitting an Aran Weight sweater when it's 90 degrees outside. The air conditioning is popping in this house, y'all. Okay, let's do the next one. So the next thing is my thrift flip. So if you're not interested in sewing, you can skip this segment ahead. But my thrift flip. Y'all, how cool is this? So I was scrolling on TikTok, dreaming about my mom's bags, trying to get her to make some more. And sorry about the flash. Okay, so I was trying to get her to make some more bags, and I was scrolling ideas on TikTok and came across this thrift flip. And she took a men's shirt and made it into a women's shirt. I was hooked, like so hooked. Thank goodness it was a Sunday. I hopped in the car, I went to the Goodwill and found this shirt half off. I paid $3 for a Ralph Lauren chaps shirt. I think this is a men's large. Did I cut the tag out? I did. Yeah, it's men's large. Okay, so I cut off some of the length and used it to do this cute, come closer so you can see the seaming. So all I did was remove the collar from her and then added a ruffle at the top. I didn't do anything to her back. But then on the front, I snuck in some bust darts on each side so that it's a little bit more feminine fit when you put it on. Then I measured the arm, and when I tried it on, the arm was huge. So I refit it and hemmed. I don't know, I cut off the cuff and put it back on smaller. And then when I put the cuff back on, instead of doing pleating like they had, I did light ruffling. So it has a light ruffled effect. And yeah, that's about it. I hemmed her up. I did serge my seams, so it's professionally finished on the inside. What you need, baby? And then this is the hemming. Hold on, I'll be right back. What do you need? Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, I finished the hem up. So it hits me about at my waist length with the new hem. And I think this is going to be super cute with some white capris, maybe with rolled up sleeves in summertime. I look forward to wearing this. Also up north, it could be worn with a cute cardigan and jeans. I mean, honestly, you could tuck it in, it could be untucked. I am so excited about this. I'm going to the thrift store today to see if I can find some more men's shirts because now I'm obsessed and I need more. I'm thinking I want to do one where the ruffle is out, like, you know, like that. Like sew the collar open with a ruffle instead, maybe. I'm thinking about cutting the bottom off of one and making it like a peplum top. I don't know. What are your ideas? Let me know in the comments. Have you done this? Do you think it's something you would love to try? I think I might do a couple more. In the colorway, can you tell in the video it's purple? It's like a pretty light purple and white. Yeah, Anyways, that's my thrift flip. Okay, now let's make sure I covered everything about that I put in my notes. Okay. This is why I love, that's a mess. This is why I love thrift flipping. You can take something ordinary from the thrift store and turn it into an extraordinary boutique looking top. And it's high quality because it's Ralph Lauren. Okay, put you over there. All right, so this week's acquisitions. I don't actually have anything new this week as far as knitting. I've been online shopping a few times, staring at the Daedalus Dove, trying to decide if I want to go for that. I've looked at some of the yarn because I definitely need to order my mohair so I can finish that project. But I did go to Hobby Lobby and I picked up these little guys. Can you see them from there? I'll insert a video so up closer because I don't want to mess up my lighting situation. But I got a little flower garden to put in my crafting space, and they are the cutest thing you have ever seen. I fell in love with them. So walk, don't run. Okay, hang on. Okay, I don't even know where I was. Paused to help a child, grabbed a glass of iced tea, and I'm back. Oh yeah, I was talking about my knitting space. So walk, don't run. I said it backwards again. Run, don't walk. Head to Hobby Lobby before they're sold out because they are adorable. Let me pull one out. One that's not bad. Okay. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to pause that out because you do not need to see my breeches. Anyways, they're little knitted. How freaking cute. And you can move them around because this is on wire. Isn't that adorable? So I got a few of those to make a little bouquet in the back here of my craft space. Okay. So let's talk about my upcoming yarn adventures. Okay, I'm going back to my dad's. Guys, when I went to my dad's last time, I picked up this yarn because it was a Miss Babs trunk show. Miss Babs trunk show was at a Good Yarn in Sarasota, and I of course had to go while I was down there. And he lives like 40 minutes from Sarasota, so it wasn't a big trip. But anyway, while I was there, my dad and my son went with me to the yarn shop, and it was hilarious, guys. First of all, they were the best troopers ever. It was my dad's birthday, and he made friends with a couple of the ladies. He helped. At one point I look over and he's helping somebody with picking out colors of yarn for a sweater. I don't know. He's amazing. He made friends with everyone in the shop. So I'm going back to my dad's in like 2 weeks for spring break. And I'm wondering, should I take him back to the yarn shop with me? His name is Jerry. Should I have, like, we call him Tropical Jerry when he's like hanging out because he wears tropical shirts. He is from Kansas. He used to be Cowboy Jerry because that's how we looked for him in the airport. He's the only guy in the He's the only guy in the Fort Lauderdale airport wearing a cowboy hat. Easy to find, Cowboy Jerry. Should I have Yarnie Jerry? I'm thinking maybe we should. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go back to a Good Yarn. And one of the things that's going on is the Orange Blossom Yarn Crawl. So let me look at my notes. The Orange Blossom Yarn Crawl is March 28th to April 4th. There are 8 yarn shops in the yarn crawl. So it starts with, like, I think the furthest east it actually is in Daytona. There's a yarn shop. I know there's one like Cape Coral maybe. No, Cape Coral's on the wrong coast. Anyway, so it goes from coast to coast in Central Florida, and there are 8. So I'm going to try and hit all 8. Stay tuned. Maybe I'll have like a little vlog style yarn crawl in the life with me. Yeah. And then after that, I'm going, I'm not sure who's going with me yet. I asked my husband to come, but we'll see. Maybe my daughter. I'm going to go up to Maryland for Maryland Sheep and Wool and Yarn Centric. I am so excited. I've never been to DC. This is closest I've ever been. So I think I'm going to land in Baltimore and drive. The plan's obviously not fully fleshed out yet. If you have any tips, tricks for that area, please let me know. I'm a total newbie to that. I've never been to Maryland Sheep and Wool. I've never been to Yarn Centric, and I've never been to DC. So, what do I need to see? What do I need to not miss? One of my plans is I've been on the dataless wait list for what feels like a lifetime for a Starling. I saw that they're going to be there, so my happy self is going to make a beeline for dataless to see if I can get an e-spinner from them there. I want to know, though, I'm thinking I may order the Dove because the dataless Dove is available like March 27th, and we're almost there. If you spin, give me some recommendations. What yarn should I pick up first? Let me know in the notes. I read just get some fluff roving and to start with before you start spinning with colors. But guys, I have the biggest yarn envy. You have no idea. I keep watching Table 10 and their yarn adventures with spinning, and it's gorgeous. And I'm so jealous, and I want to do it too. It's so pretty, guys. It's just so pretty. And to knit your own shawl, how fun is that? It's just so cool. Anyways, so I need to do that. Then my final Florida knitter thoughts. Okay, my final knitter thoughts. It is 90 degrees today. It's officially summer here in Florida. Okay, so you might say, wait, Laura, what happened to your hair? And why did you just abruptly stop talking? My phone died, and it's hot in here. Sorry, guys. Spinning plans. Okay, so my spinning plans are as follows. I want to. That's my plans. So if you made it to this part of the video, comment down below what is on your needles right now and do a heart emoji. I was going to do the thing, but I can't with my fingers. So just comment down below and leave the heart emoji. I look forward to talking to you next week.